Hey everyone! We just got the trailer for Golden Season, and that means music season is coming to a close. Yeah, goodbyes are always a little hard, and especially because there was so much focus on housing, I feel like I really didn't get to enjoy music season itself as much. So here I am back in Flora-Wish, and okay, there's my decoration. Um, I made, as I said in my last video, I have 6 out of my 7 outfit slots filled with outfits made using this banner pieces. And it would be such a shame if they were just forgotten, so I will share them. Yeah, enjoy the video. First of all, I have this look, a masquerade ball look. So yeah, next season is golden season. It's obviously Halloween. And I made these before the trailer dropped, but I feel like she fits the vibe of the next patch as well, the whole detective story. And there's gonna be a soiree, and um yeah, the idea I had for her was some sort of noble vampire lady. So yeah, and the mask, so she's participating in a masquerade ball. And uh I did have Halloween in mind as well. And yeah, so for this look I used the glow up version of the Echo Dreams dress, so the green one, and these are all free colors. I did not use any prisms to unlock the current banner outfits. I may have had some older pieces unlocked, but yeah, the current banner pieces, all, like every single one of these, they all use free dyes. So I used the glow up version for no particular reason other than the fact they let you wear the event outfit for a little while in every event story. And I've discovered that if you have the outfit, some restrictions are lifted. Like, they will let you go into photo mode even if they might not if you don't have the outfit. In last patch, if you had the dragon, so this was a bit of a detriment actually. Like, the final part of the story where you ride on the clouded long, you won't be dropped down. So yeah, I actually kept waiting, okay, when does this end? But no, if you own the outfit, they'll let you keep it. But also, if you have it dyed, uh your first slot, it will take on those colors. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to ruin any cutscene looks for this, and so because that will use the main dress, so I used the glow up version. And yeah, I mean, free colors, I don't need to show you, but yeah. And for the hair, even before coming into this patch, I knew I would be getting use out of this Misty Poetics hair for music season, because just look at it. And I think, is it dyed in free colors? Let me check. Yes. For the headwear, I used Ink Veil from the Starlit shop. I I feel like it should have been a bit wider. That would have looked nice, but this still works, and it's not dyeable, so the white flowers remain white, but I think it's fine. And for earrings, I used Fleeting Dreams, so I think this might be from the Cottagecore set, yes, from Verdant Melodies. These are free colors, but if you don't have Verdant Melodies, you can use any other earrings. I feel like they don't matter as much. And for the neckwear, I'm using, okay, Blue Teardrop from Daughter of the Lake. This set keeps on delivering. And yeah, so it also has this part in the back. So yeah, these details are always nice. This does look nicer on backless dresses or dresses with a lower back, but I think this also works. And I put this on later. I think these are also all free colors. Yeah. Yeah, I put this on later. I put on the choker first. So the choker is from Silvergale, the glow up version, and dyed in free colors to match. And then the bracelet. These are bracelets, not gloves. Proof of Sin from Golden Bird's Ashes. So the evolved version of the 4 star that came with this set. For the gloves, I'm using these from the final evolution of the Wishful Rosa. So without gloves, I really like these sleeves. So I feel like this also works. I just wanted to give her more. I just wanted to add more black to balance, the hats, and I did add the mask later. I'll show you what she looks like without the mask. And yeah, so the face decoration, I added it just now actually. Initially, I didn't want her to have it, but then I thought, no, a masquerade ball for her makes sense. Um, yeah, so here's what she looks like. Yeah, I didn't want to hide that face. She's so cute. It doesn't hide, okay? It adds to it. Yeah, she's very pretty. There's always Nikki though. Um, so for the makeup, uh, I'm using the Sea of Stars base makeup, Graceful Shadow, which is free. To the clouds for the eyelashes. Okay, okay. Yeah. So this is from the cat banner, and you see, it's upturned here and a bit lighter. And like, I didn't plan to give her the mask initially, but like, if you don't have it, switch it out. It's just lashes. And for the contact lenses, the Sea of Stars lenses. And Bittersweet Thoughts for the lips. These are from the permanent banner. And I am using Twilight Reflection. So here she is. Here she is in Passionate Banquet. Nikki's base skin tone. Moonlit Snow. So all of these makeup looks work with every skin tone. They've been really upping the makeup game. Like at the very beginning, I feel like some of the lipsticks looked a bit off on the darkest skin tones, but now, yeah, they work. I did give her a Eureka Wild Blaze feet because it goes all the way around and it makes sense for this ball gown. So I think they're supposed to be, because all of the Eurekas correspond to a 5 star set. I think uh they're supposed to go with Crimson Feather, and I mean that one is also a big poofy ball gown, so this works. And yeah, if you didn't notice, I didn't give her shoes because I like the way this looks. Like this falls on the floor, so any heels would like lift that a bit. And I don't know, I the game lets you give her no shoes and leave wardrobe. I didn't know that was possible, but yeah, if that bothers you, would give her any shoes. I actually tried to give her flats, but I couldn't really find anything that doesn't give her any lift. So yeah, bare feet it is. I don't think she's barefoot actually. Yeah, she's wearing slippers. um yeah, and of course we already saw her on the overworld. Oh, this thing is still there. But as you can see how she grabs the gown and runs, and I really love that. Okay, so the next look. This one I wanted to share before because I did make my Echo Dreams copycat look using Enchanted Encounter on my alt. But I initially wanted to go with Fairy Tale Swan because people are most likely to have this one, right? Because it's free from the permanent banner. So I started making this look, so kind of the color scheme, but not really. And then I realized this would like the look would improve so much with this piece and the gloves. And so yeah, these are from the 5 star banner. And I'm like, no, I don't want to compromise the vision. I'll share this later. So yeah, so the fairy tale swan gown. dyed. I don't think these are three colors though. Let's see. Yeah, I did use palette 5. The blue is free, but yeah. So that's the gown. And as for the hair, I used Blossoming Stars Dreamfall, also from the permanent banner. So this is the green dress in the permanent banner, and I think this is so pretty, and it totally makes sense for a ballroom dancer. I gave her the Arosa shoes just because I do like how it looks if the dress is lifted a bit, but uh, here's what it would look like without shoes. It doesn't really drag on the ground like the other gown. So yeah, but just in case while she's running, you can see the shoes. I think the base Arosa shoes match. And headwear. I'm using the silver gale headwear because fairy tale swan, there are these feathers. I had to add more. So yeah, the silver gale base headwear, which is yeah, I didn't change the colors at all. For the earrings, also the silver gale earrings, no change in colors. I'm using the necklace from Midnight Gleam, which was a free set in version 1.7. Okay, yeah, this is one of the pieces why I'm sharing it now. So yeah, the the bracelets from the 4-star set that came with this banner, Golden Burst Cadenza. So here, this is the glow up version, and do you see, yeah, the fact that it's a bracelet and not gloves means you can stack it on top of gloves, and I love how it looks. For the choker, I'm using this from Blooming Dreams Tide. So this is the first evolution of Blooming Dreams, and because it's lace, and I like the lace. If you don't have that, the Arosa works, I think, and if not, Silvergale would also work. Actually, uh, here, actually, maybe Silvergale works better. No, I feel like too much. You can switch it out to Silver Gale. You probably have that, and if not, you will have that because it's free. But yeah, I'm using Blooming Dreams. And for the gloves, I'm using Ivory Lace from Verdant Melodies. So I love these gloves. I remember when I pulled for Verdant Melodies, I was most excited about the hats, the flowers she was holding, and the gloves. These gloves are like look, there's silk and okay, I'll remove these. You see how shiny they are, and there's lace there, and yeah, it's so pretty. And okay, yeah, the back piece. Which ones work better? I wonder, these or these? So, hmm. I mean, there's very little difference. So, Echo Dreams Faded, the glow up version, and these Echo Dreams, the original. So, I am using the glow up version because I used a lot of gold here. So, I think that works better. But the original would work better with the white feathers. So, yeah, either work. If you have this, the glow up is free, and yeah, not dyed. So I feel like yeah, this was the look, and then I added this, and I'm like, yeah, she has to have this. And for the makeup, I'm using Spring Breeze because I kind of wanted to mimic the Echo Dreams makeup, so it has this golden glitter. And do you see how pretty this beauty mark looks though? But yeah, Spring Breeze also has a bit of glitter, not as much as Echo Dreams, but yeah, I think that works. Flower to me for the eyebrows. So these are from Echo Dreams. Soft waves for the lashes. Yeah, these are also very long, like the Echo Dreams lenses. Echo Dreams is a bit longer here. Uh, Actually a lot longer. No, but yeah, these are also very full and dark from the permanent banner. Cascading fireworks for the contact lenses. These are from the Dance Till Dawn set. and Lush Berry for the lips. Free. So I'm not using any skin tone. So here she is in Nikki's base skin tone. Moonlit Snow. Twilight Reflections. And Passionate Banquet. Now here's a close-up of the makeup. And I did not give her any Eureka, but should I? Moonlit Ode would work probably. But, and yeah, Replume would also work. And anything that goes around her dress, like, yeah, okay, no, not Inky Shadow, maybe Glitterfin. No, Dream Waltz makes sense actually, because, the feathers that fall, but I have it in pink, and I don't know. Like falling feathers that match the color of her dress, that would be nice, but since I don't have the right colors for it, I'll just let it go. So here she is. Also matches this Momo cloak, because I mean that was kind of the plan. And she also grabs this dress and runs, so you can, oh, come on. Yeah, a princess coming down her castle steps. I would love to make a castle in the home system, like in the home island, but I'm not talented in construction at all. Anyway, the decoration's finally gone. So there is a timer.
At night, time flies by so much faster. Before I've even done anything, it's already morning.
Yes, Nikki, time does fly pretty fast, and I will talk about this look, but first, okay, it was music season. Um, yes, I only pulled on this banner because I did not have any of the ball gowns like Crimson Rhapsody. I really regret not getting that Crimson Feather, and so on. So, yeah, that's why I pulled. But when I got to making outfits, I was so glad because Simone from Near, like, if you know, I'll put up a picture. I mean, yes, she doesn't exactly look like that because she is human. But come on, these it makes sense. Like Simone's based on a French individual, and this is like a French ballroom fashion. Um, this is all free, by the way, not the final evolution. Isn't that cool? I mean, yes, you can tell the final evolution has extra details, but this is a poor person's final evolution. So yeah, this dress, like this area dyes this beautiful red with this free color. Isn't that so nice? Yeah, so I had a bunch of inspirations for this, Simone being one, the final evolution being another. I thought, for the first look, I said I didn't want to mess up this one, so the cutscene would be ruined. But then I thought, I would like a red version of the dress during the cutscene, so I got to dyeing the entire outfit. Yes, every single piece I kind of dyed this red-ish color, so it would kind of mimic the final evolution. But the final cutscene for this season is pre-rendered, so The only difference you'll have is like Nikki will have the skin tone you put on her. Other than that, yeah, nothing will change. She wears the original dress and the original makeup, and I was so disappointed because I wanted her to use this version of the dress, but yeah, I I wanted to take nice screenshots, but that didn't end up happening. But isn't she gorgeous? She also, I was thinking of this hair. Doesn't she look like a gothic princess? Yeah, so I did play around with the Arosa pieces because there is that steampunk vibe to it. So steampunk, gothic, a bunch of different inspiration. And also I was thinking of Simone, so I'm like, yeah, use as much metallic texture as possible. So this was the dress, dyed in 3 colors. The hair is from Rebirth Wish, 3 kilo set, and it's not dyed, but I do you prefer this? I'm still not sure. Like, I alternate between these two. Yeah, that keeps happening a lot. So, yeah, I kept the blonde version and then shoes. Okay, yeah, the original Echo Dreams shoes, but I did dye it red. So, okay, I'll give her something shorter. Yeah. So that was for. I mean, you couldn't see the shoes, but I did dye the entirety of the outfit. Anyway, and okay, so a princessy doll-like look. So the ribbons here. Also, like it took me so long to get get a beautiful song on violin here, and I'm pretty sure I made so many mistakes. I could look up a transcription online, but it was fun figuring it out myself. Like I didn't even listen to the song. I It was from memory, and yeah, I I feel like I will play around with the musical instruments a lot more now, like because I don't know, I'm happy with it. It is a bit wonky. Yeah. So the headwear, the Arosa headwear, and the earrings from Midnight Gleam, and yeah, Midnight Gleam, and I think these are all free colors. Pearl Grace for the neckwear, also free colors. So this is from Misty Poetic. So was it available on the patch before maybe Playful Season? I'm not sure, but it was free. And for the bracelets, again, the I was thinking the whole metallic aspect. So the cat ear bracelets dyed a tiny bit to hide all the other colors it had going on, and choker song of spring. So yeah, I really love this piece because it's just one choker. I did add the necklace there, but you see so many strands. It could have been just this much, and they could have added this other part as a neckwear. But yeah, they're not gonna go over 10 pieces now. I feel like after what happened in version 1.5, um they could though. Oh no. They did say they won't go over 11 pieces, but so far all the dresses, all the outfits since then have been 10 pieces. So yeah, for the gloves, Soft Vines Melody from Water's Echo Melody, the glow up version of Water's Echo. And is it dyed? Okay, yeah, so a teeny tiny bit here which had the original color, so I didn't dye the gold part, so I just dyed it this free color to match. And for the back piece, of course, yeah, this one. I wonder, she looked better without. I don't care. Like this gives more Simone, and I just dyed it. I think it's fine without dyeing as well. And okay, let me back out of the dyeing menu. So the makeup I'm using, the cat banner makeup, uh, the graceful shadow for the eyebrows, soft waves for the lashes, uh, the cherished. Okay, so yeah, I am using the lenses from this banner. This matches the the gemstones here and here so well. And bittersweet thoughts for the lips. And okay, not using any skin tone. So here, yeah. I keep changing her skin tone so much because um which one looks like Simone? She's like all metallic and like um yeah, so doesn't really have a human body, so maybe this one, but then if I put on a darker skin tone, like especially this one, I feel like this hair works better for the steampunk vibe. Like I'm thinking about the contrast here. Oh, what did I do? Let me uh yeah, but I kept her like this for a while. Like this version works best as Simone with the blonde hair as well. I don't know, like the skin tones, she's human and Simone is not. So, but like I'll do the preview. So here she is in Nikki's base skin tone, passionate banquet, violet reflections, and moonlit snow. Also for Moonlit Snow, I would also go with the darker hair because of the contrast. Yeah, so for the lightest and darkest skin tone, I would use this color. For the middle two, I think the blonde hair works. But like it's up to it's your personal preference. And here she is, close up of the makeup in different skin tones. And I am using a Eureka. The Afterglow Eureka, I feel like has a steampunk vibe because of the clock. And Starlight Hands. Okay, so here. That was also because I don't know, the gold circles around here, they kind of remind me of Nier in general because of um I don't know, the circles that are around 9S and 2B sometimes with some of the chips. It's been a long time. Yeah, and also the reason why she also reminded me of Simone was the boss fight this season, the bullet hell. The game is very generous though, and I did have the cat banner, cat purification equipped, so I had a shield. It was easier, but still, like I felt a bit challenged. And I would like to see more of that. And yeah, that fight totally reminded me of Simone. Uh, yeah, and you already saw her in the overworld. I don't know, the contrast looks a bit off. I mean, okay, here she looks fine. I don't know. The lighting in this game, it's nice that it looks different in different areas, but sometimes like going from wardrobe to here is like kind of jarring. But she'll pick up the dress and run. The And here's also another thing I wish they would do, like let us dye Momo cloaks because this cloak is supposed to go with the original version of the dress. I dyed it and now yeah, they're from separate planners. I don't know. For this next look, I love the 4-star that came with this banner so much so I was running around in it like the full outfit. So I did dye it because of potential cutscenes, and we didn't really get cutscenes, but there was an entire section of the event story, like the box theater section, where you get to wear the 4-star dress, Golden Buds. So I dyed it, and oh, sorry, this is the glow up. Um, this is what I looked like during that section. So I was thinking of Terra from Final Fantasy 4 or 6. I'll look it up. One of the earlier Final Fantasy games who has green hair, not blonde. Um, as she does in later versions of that game. I didn't really play it. I watch a lot of playthroughs. I don't play them myself, but I mean she doesn't have to look like that, but I was getting that classical fantasy vibes and the green hair, and this dress moves so well. The hair and this what is this? The headwear and these, yeah, like uh running around with her is so much fun. So like I just could not modify this. I could not bring myself to. But then I was like, I can't just I have to get creative. So I thought maybe she's an angel or an elf who's come to the human realm and has to learn to live as a human. So uh, this is her in human clothes. She still has elements from the full set there, but yeah, I kept the hair. But I gave her this top from the Starlit Shop. I did try to use all the Starlit Shop items this season. Bottoms are from these are from Moment Capturer. So the 4-star that came with Blooming Dreams, Moment Capturer Bloom. This is the evolution, and the shoes Devoted Ember, so from the evolved version of Golden Buds. And I just dyed I left the shoes as it was. I just dyed this part, the feathers, green. And the hair accessory, glowing crown, so this is from the base version, I think. Yeah, this is from the base version and no dyes. For the earrings I used twinkling stars, and I did dye it. I gave her a bit of blue because the original dress I did dye blue, so I kept remnants of that. So this is from Far and Away, the outfit you get when you start the game as a pre-registration gift. For the neckwear, I'm using glistening gems from the Starlit Shop. I really wish I could dye this part. I would dye it blue, but I think this is still fine. And for the bracelets, entwined feathers from Golden Buds dyed in 3 colors. For the choker, green silhouette from Verdant Melodies. Yes, and uh, the original actually worked very well if I dyed all the gemstones green, but I wanted to have it blue because of the dress, which I removed. But so since those are bracelets, I could use gloves. So I used these gloves from Echo Dreams Faded, the glow up version. So without gloves, with gloves. And for the pendant, I'm using twining vines from Golden Buds, again dyed so the gemstones are blue and the feathers are green. And for the makeup, I'm using the base makeup from Echo Dreams. This is the best makeup we've had. I feel like, look at her. And yeah, I feel like the beauty mark and everything, like it shines more without the lips. I do love the lipstick from Golden Buds. I mean, I do love the lipstick from Echo Dreams, but with a different lipsticks. I'm using Golden Kiss. This is from the permanent banner. Look how pretty this beauty mark looks. Like with this, I feel like it doesn't stand out as much, but yeah. And also, like this beauty mark and this lipstick, it reminds me of 2B. Just that boss fight, totally gave me flashbacks. For the eyebrows, I'm using Graceful Shadow. And for the lenses, Cascading Fireworks from Dance Till Dawn. Because kind of matched the hair and the top. And okay, no Eureka and no skin tone. Okay, so here she is in Nikki's base skin tone. Moonlit Snow, Twilight Reflections, Passionate Banquet. So close up, look how pretty this makeup looks on the darkest skin tone. All of the skin tones. For the next look, I will head home because that's what it is for. So I am at home and ta-da! The cottagecore look of my dreams. So I did set all my home abilities to prioritize the default look. So she'll do all the gardening and everything wearing this. So after I collect everything, okay. Come on, Nikki, switch back. Uh, oh, See, watch her, water the plants. Doesn't she look so pretty in this? Uh, yeah, and also she matches these flowers here. So, yeah, I actually really regretted pulling for the evolution of verdant melodies, but um which is why I try to get as much use out of it as I can. I feel like the original was fine, but yeah, so this one does use the original dress, but this palette, uh yeah, it's this one, so you do need the evolution for this. I actually started dyeing the evolved version of the dress, so this one, but these flowers here, they're so stubborn no matter what dyes I use. Like, yeah, I can't dye them. So, the original it is, but if you don't have the evolution, I think the glow up version of the dress is pink, and I didn't glow it up yet for some reason, even though I do have the resources. But yeah, you can use the pink version. I think that would also work. But the Echo Dreams hair and this hat. I pulled for this, and when I was doing the preview in my video, I always try out the hair with different headwear, and I loved this combination, so I had to try it. So I am using the Echo Dreams faded hair, so the glow up version, but this is a free color, so here she is originally. And this dress dyed using palette 12, and I'm using this outerwear from Endless Longing. This was a free outfit we got in version 1.2, and she looks adorable like this as well. And okay, for the shoes I'm using a really old pair of shoes, like yeah, from Refined Grace. So this is a craftable and not dyeable, but I think it's pretty and graceful. I don't know. She's a noble woman now, you know, and this is her country home or something. I don't know. And the hair accessory, Pedal Whisper. So yeah, I'm using this from Departing Blossom. Which one is that? I wonder. Oh yeah, yeah. So Departing Blossom is the craftable set from Wishing Woods. Okay, and yeah, it comes with this lace headband and with. I just want to add more lace, and for the headwear, of course, this hat from Verdant Melodies, and I kind of dyed everything because these leaves were green, as leaves are. I wanted to illuminate that to match the pastel vibes. Yes, like those you know uh beige influencers who paint the Christmas tree beige, and yeah, I don't know, but maybe I should have kept it green because later I tried dyeing these leaves like a pastel color as well, but it looked so weird. So I'm like, no, no, I'll keep the green. And for the earrings, Pure Blooms from, okay, I don't know where this is from. Leafy Bow. Okay, maybe you buy it in the Wishing Woods from one of the stores, one of the hidden shops. So I think this is very cute. And drifting threads for the neckwear. This is from the Starlet shop. Without, with. This is so nice with this. And for the bracelet, I went with lavender fringe chains. So you get this as a gift, or you buy it in Stoneville, I think. I'm not sure, but it matches the dress. And for the gloves, Dreamy Mist from Misty Poetics, more lace. For the back piece, so I did pull on the cat banner last patch. So this is from Thought and Bloom, the 4-star that came with the cat banner, and it is not dyed because yeah, let the leaves be green. And I did use the straw version, so uh Cloud and Bloom Moonlit Veil. I think this is the glow up or the evolution, one of those. And now the makeup. Dreamy ripples for the base makeup from the permanent banner. Curtain of starlight for the eyebrows. So this might be the Sea of Stars brows. I'm not sure. I gave her no lashes because natural. She's here to farm. For the contact lenses, I am using Summer Fireworks from Blooming Dreams, but you could use the Sea of Stars lenses, or yeah, like pink works. A lot of different ones work. These work. I wanted to match the dress, and I gave her no lipstick because I wanted her to have a nude lipstick look, and I was testing this out with different skin tones, and no matter what lipstick I use, like if it looks like a nude lipstick on one skin tone, it doesn't on another, which makes sense. So yeah, no lipstick it is. So here she is in Twilight Reflections, Passionate Banquet, Nikki's base skin tone, Moonlit Snow, and a close up. As you can see how pretty this makeup is, and no lipstick works, right? She's in her own paradise now. Now for the final look. I realized I did not make an outfit with the Golden Buds dress. I did make this look, uh, breaking up the whole outfit. So I used parts of the outfit, but then, I was missing the flowiness of the dress. So this was the last look I made. This patch. So, Oracle, a diviner. I don't know. She doesn't she look like an oracle though? So yeah, like some celestial being. So that was the idea, and the dress, I dyed just area one and nothing else. So yeah, this is the base dress. So this part dyes so beautifully, and you can see the inside layer peeking through. You could do the opposite, dye that layers, and yeah, you could see that one through here. But I was just I dyed area one, and then I was like, yeah, this is it. Um, For the hair, I'm using Shimmering Light Melody from Water's Echo Melody. I think this also works. Yeah, I tried a bunch of different colors for this, so like this one and the undyed version, but then I settled on this one. So this is a free color, yeah, palette 4. And for the socks, I'm using Imminent Bloom from Blossoming Stars. Socks being in quotes because it's not really socks. It's these. So this is from the permanent banner, and shoes, the cat banner shoes. So yeah, from Forever Bond because she floats, and I only so this is what it looked like. Maybe this wouldn't bother you. I just wanted to cover up all the red, so I dyed those with the free blue. Oh, there's maybe a tiny bit of red there. It's fine. And for the hair accessory, Gift of Fish. The name always, yeah, kind of makes me laugh. But the veil from Daughter of the Lake. Oh, so it does clip even here if I move her around and outside. But it doesn't bother me too much. For the bracelet, I am using the cat banner bracelets, and this time I did not dye it. For the gloves, Water Seco Melody again. The face decoration from the cat banner, not dyed. This is what it looks like. Embracing Vine's Blue Mist from Blooming Dreams Blue Mist for the arm decoration. So this is the glow up version because this matches her eye. That's what I was thinking. The evolution would match the dress, so that works as well. And for the makeup, Splendid Night for the base makeup. So from Echo Dreams, Here Lies Peace. Oh, why does that sound so ominous? Yeah, so the really long lashes from Echo Dreams, the heterochromic lenses from the Cat Banner, because I did go with that color scheme here. Golden Kiss for the lips again, and I don't recall using a skin tone here, but apparently she's using Moonlit Snow. So here she is. This is her in Nikki's base skin tone. Twilight Reflections and Passionate Banquet. And here's a close-up of the makeup. And okay, the Eureka. I'm using Ray Plume Head because I felt like it would make sense. And Starlight Hands again, Celestial Powers, and Ray Plume Feet. So yeah, she would look kind of out of place here. Maybe go to Sanctum of the Observant to take pictures with her. I should do that. We need or the Dream Warehouse would also work. So yeah, someplace like that. But when I'm at home, it's her. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be pulling on the new 5 star whenever that comes out, because the witch, she looks very interesting actually, and I wonder how the flying on the broom is going to be like. Is it gliding? Is it a separate ability entirely? I hope it doesn't have as many restrictions, because imagine Nikki flying around on a broom. Yeah, so I feel like I will be keeping these outfits for a while, even into the next season. I mean, this is my permanent home outfit for now. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Infinity Nikki, consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!